guys, hello everyone. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy White. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if this is your first time of checking on my channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much. So guys, in today's class we're going to be learning how to make a cowl neck top. So I have this fabric here. This is 1.5 yards of this flowered fabric. We're going to be using this fabric to make the cowl neck top. It stretches a bit, it stretches on both sides, so we're going to be using it to make this cowl neck top. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this fabric into two. We're going to be cutting the back. We're going to be cutting the back first, and we're going to be we'll be needing our pattern, our back pattern, in cutting this back, the back of this fabric. So okay guys, so I have my back pattern here. I already drafted the back pattern here, and I have added seam allowance on this pattern. I'm going to use it to cut out the back first. So I'll place it on my fabric like so. So after pinning it down like this, I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch for joining at the shoulder. 1/2 inch for joining at the shoulder. I'm going to be using 1/2 inch to join the shoulder. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, then 1/2 inch, like so. Okay, then for the neck I'll just use 0.25 because I'm going to be using a bias to turn the back neckline. So this is what I'm going to be doing, like this. Then I'll go ahead and add just 1/2 inch for ease, 1/2 inch for ease at the side. I already added my seam allowance on the pattern. And for the hem, I'm using 1 inch for the hem for folding. Okay guys, so I've cut out the back of this top. I'm going to take out my pins, take out the pins and put the back aside. Okay, so to cut out the front, here is what we're going to do on this back pattern. I'm going to slash this bust point from shoulder to the bust. This is the bust point, so I'm going to be slashing this bust point, slash through the bust point. I'm not cutting, or I will stop here. I'm going to slash it. Just watch what I'm doing. Okay, so this is it. Okay guys, so I've slashed it and I've folded the fabric into two. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to open up this pattern this way, like so. It all depends on how much of the spread, how much of the fold you want in front. So but for me, I'm going to be using, let's say 7 inches. You can decide to use 8 or 9. It all depends. I'll make it 7.5. I'm using 7.5 for the spread. As you can see, this is what I'll be doing. So I just want to pin this place down. I want to pin this down. Okay, so this is it. So now what we are going to do is this. I'm going to, on this shoulder tip here, I'm going to rule a straight line from this shoulder tip here, like this. Take it up like this. So this is it. This is it. Like this. I'm cutting, and I'm still going to add 0.5 by the side. Then on the hem, I'm going to be adding 1 inch at the hem. 1 inch, 1 inch, like so. I'm going to cut out now. So this is it, guys. After cutting it out, this is what it looks like. Are you seeing it? So I'm going to be notching. I'm going to be notching this point, this shoulder point. I'm going to be notching it so that I'll be able to identify where the shoulder will meet, the shoulder bit for the front and the back. So I'm going to be notching it. So after doing that, I'm going to take out my pins. So I'm going to be cutting facing. Alright guys, so I have placed the front on the facing. This is the one I folded to cut out the facing. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down from this armhole with 1.5 inch for the facing. 1.5. I'll go ahead and connect it to the back just like this. 1.5 for the facing. This is it. Okay, so now I'm going to be cutting it out. So we're still going to notch that same point, that shoulder tip again, because we're going to be joining the shoulder. Yes guys, so this is it. So what I'm going to do is to open up and join, open up and join. So this is it. This is the facing. I'm going to use 1/2 inch to join from this point where I notched to this other notched point. Can you see it? I'm going to use 1/2 inch to join from this point to this point. Then for the back, what I will do for the back is I'm going to be using my bias. I'm going to be using my bias for the back. You can as well decide to just fold it in like this, but I want it to be neat, so I'll be using this bias for it, for the back neckline. So I have joined the front. I have joined it using 1/2 inch. I've joined it. So what I did for this facing also is that I just folded this down part of the facing. I folded it with 1/2 inch. So this is what it looks like after joining. This is the front and this is the back. I've used my bias to tape it. Can you see it? I've done this. So what we are going to do now is this. I'm going to pick this back this way like this. Pick the front. Remember where the shoulder meets, this point. So I'll place the back in between, open up the front and the facing. This is what I'm going to do, and turn it this way. So I'm going to be joining it, this shoulder. Now I'm joining the shoulder using 1/2 inch. Okay guys, so I have joined the shoulder. As you can see, this is what it looks like. Can you see it? Looking so beautiful already. This is the inner of it. This is the facing I told you of. So this is it. This is how it's going to look like when you put it on. So I have cut out my sleeve from the leftover fabric. The fabric was actually small. So this is it, and I'm going to be using elastic for the hem of this sleeve. So what I will just do is to go ahead and fix the sleeve. I'll fix the sleeve this way like this. Then remember I added just 1 inch for the seam allowance to this fabric, so After fixing the sleeve, I'm going to use my 1 inch to take it down and fold the hem. Then I'll show you the outcome of it. Guys, here's the final look of our cowl neck top. Can you see how beautiful it is looking? See the wave at the neckline. Can you see it? All right, so guys, if you find this tutorial helpful, kindly hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Like this video, share this video, and make your comments. Till my next video, where we'll be doing another work.